Well, here we're looking at the Dow, and I did it on the hour because we looked over the S&P on the daily, and I think it's important. You could see the divergence that was developing today as prices really kind of the way that the prior day moved. You see the low right here. You see them trying to really toward the close, really just having a real tough time of it on the with the prior day closing right at the low. So it really made sense that we might see this continue to go much lower. So it made sense why we did what we did. But we saw it really recover quickly today as it tested the range and then took out this prior range, prior bar. That's a big one right there. And then you see this testing the prior day. Now we didn't see it break the prior day. That was 16,312. So although we had a very nice move and we could easily start to kind of come back out of this range, traders need to be mindful that not totally out of it just yet. You're seeing it kind of kick this sideways range and have a very quick little corrective move, bouncing back, really running sideways for a while. And so you have to be careful here because this can kind of come back or we can see that break over the range. And I know that's kind of doesn't help you so much. I mean, in a way, it's just the way it is with some of these corrections. It can get very, you can be more precise on your way down. Once you start to people start to try to come around and try to figure out where the market is, it can get a little more dicey there or there's more risk. Odds change constantly. So if we were looking at it here, we know that we've got significant support here around this 15,650. Prices held that and then really retested this 16,312 range. I think this is going to try to test this 50-day moving average. This is on the hourly, and it's above the midpoint here, so it's showing some positive moves. I would watch to see if they really take it over the prior day's high here. That would be really important. And matter of fact, I would even put it up into this range. If it goes up into the 4 to 16, 460, it has to break over that 50-day moving average in that first open high here on the prior day of the 24th. Otherwise, I still think that we're still susceptible to this retest here, or at least we have to consider that as the principal point here. We did say that we'll see the market retest, and it could, and as far as the momentum, there was significant momentum to the downside to warrant us to be careful here. And I still think that makes sense. So we're going to position ourselves accordingly, put our stops a little higher here. We'll see, how that plays out. But overall, we're just going to deal with it here. We'll see how it starts to how it tries to trade right around this range. I think it's going to try to kind of test that, and there could be some resistance here. I would watch right off the open. We'll know if it's going to try to come back and pull back into the low range here. But either way, it might make sense for some positions to we're going to liquidate because we've done pretty well based on our entry, and some of them are a little close for us to try to do that here because we weren't able to get out right in here at the much lower here. This is quite a bit. It doesn't look like a lot, but that's a lot. That's a 400-point move right here in that one bar. So and this is the hourly, so you know what I mean. This was really tough to kind of get some of that, and I'm really I'm tempted to let this kind of run because although we're seeing it on the short term do rather well, if we really have been running sideways for quite some time in the overall market and then saw the down move. So that's telling me that I don't know if that's over yet in my opinion, and until we see some really big moves, not just one day, I'm not ready to make that conclusion just yet.